as you can see, I'm done with these little ladders. Also, I'm done with these stairs. I pushed this part in. I think it looks better that in that way. And also all fence is done. And I made a new layer fence, and in that layer is all fence parts, So, and as you can see, I made a new layer, details 1, and with that layer selected we can start with modeling details like these back view windows, actually back view mirrors, these lights, maybe this little piece here, and details like these little hooks and maybe hand holders on cabin, these hand holders. Okay, first let's go to manage layers and hide wheels and fuel tanks, and under carriage part we don't need that. And we can start with hooks. Go to create panel, and we need one tube. Okay, create one tube. Okay, sorry. And let's just radius 1, 2.5, radius 2, 1.5, and height 3. And let's try with 8 segments and convert it to editable poly. Actually undo that and make one segment, and now convert that to editable poly. Actually we can scale that down, something like that. Okay, well, let's change color to that, and now go to polygon mode and select these 4 polygons and hit extrude. 2 will be okay. And let's make them planar on X. Okay, now select this edge and this one, hit ring and connect 2 segments with pinch 75. With swift loop make one loop here, and let's make these words planar on X, and we can push them out, something like that, and we can create one swift loop here and one on other side, also one here and one here. Apply turbo smooth with 2 iterations. Okay, that looks good. And let's place that in position. So drag that in. Okay. Shift and drag. Place this one here. Okay, shift and drag. Okay, rotate that in this way for 90 degrees, and after that again 90 degrees, and push that in. Okay, something like that. One more copy, push that here, and rotate that. Okay, push that here, one more copy. Okay, place that here. Okay, and we can create one more. Okay, rotate that for 90 degrees and place that here. And now we can make this piece. Okay, so zoom in here, go to create panel, and we need one cylinder. Make sure that auto grid is turned on. Okay, and convert that to editable poly, and select this guy and delete that. Now select this part and hit bevel, height 0, and outline 0.5, and hit apply and continue. And let's make height now 2 will be okay. And now hit okay, hit inset 0.1 and hit apply and continue, and let's make 6, maybe 6.5. Okay, and now hit extrude 2.5, hit OK, and now again bevel, height 0, and let's try with outline 2, apply and continue, and now make height 5, maybe 8. Okay, and now hit inset 0.1 again, apply and continue, and let's try with 3, maybe 2.5, 2. Okay, and one last extrude. Okay, something like that, and make one more inset 0.1. Okay, and one, something like that. Okay, and now with Swift loop, create loop here, one here, one here, one here, undo that. Okay. We can create one loop here and one here. Okay. And let's try with turbo smooth. Okay. I think we have one little problem here. Select this edge, hit loop and control backspace. And we can push that down. Okay. It's maybe a little too big, so scale that down. Okay. Next, we can create this piece. So go to create panel and let's make one sphere, turn off auto grid and something like that with 16 segments and radius 6 will be okay, and convert that to editable poly. And now select these polygons and delete them. And scale that down on X, something like that. And let's place that on 0 on X. It is okay. Now select border and shift and scale, shift and drag, sorry. Okay. We can push that something like that. And now apply symmetry on Z. Move that mirror another side. Okay. And collapse all. And let's go to hierarchy panel, affect pivot point center to object. Let's place that on 0 on X and place that here. Okay, something like that. Push that down and create one more copy of that and place that here, push that down and let's scale that up and scale that down on X, something like that. Okay. Now let's apply turbo smooth. With 2 iterations. Okay. And same thing here. Okay. Now go to create panel and turn on auto grid and create one little box here, something like that, and make length 2, width maybe 3, and height also 2. Convert that to editable poly, and let's change color to something like that. Okay. And hit ring, connect with 2 segments and pinch 60. Okay. 2 segments and pinch 80. Okay. And same settings here. Okay. And push that, undo that, and push that in, something like that. Shift and drag. Rotate that for 90 degrees. Okay. And place that in position. Okay. And we can create this part here, so this piece, and zoom in. Let's make again one cylinder, something like that. Convert that to editable poly. Delete this bottom polygon. Okay, and select this guy here and hit extrude. 2 will be okay. And now scale that down and push that something like that. Okay. And now hit extrude. 1 will be okay. And hit inset. 0.5 will be okay. Now select these 2 edges, hit loop and chamfer them. 0.2 will be okay, and with swift loop make 1 loop here. And also select this guy, hit loop and chamfer. 0.1 now. Okay. And if you don't like these endgons, we have same problem here. You can fix that. Hit one more inset. Okay. And you can hit collapse, and then you can select every second edge, hit Control backspace, and we have all quads now. And make one. Actually, we can apply turbo smooth now. And push that down. Okay.